Hello and welcome everyone to another DC Nerds Online live stream. My name is Maps, I'm your community manager. We have a whole crew for you today. You've got Nerd of Prey here, your creative director. You've got Aver over here. You can say hi.
Hi.
Aver over here, your lead systems. You've got Megzilla, your 2D artist.
Yes.
And stuff.
Whatever I do.
You got Batuba over here, another systems designer. The artifact master, can we call you that?
Whoa.
Maybe.
Sure. That's way cool.
And then of course we have Oceans, our FX artist.
I'm waving off screen apparently.
Don't be off screen. Okay, thank you for joining us. Today we're here to preview Justice League Dark, which is our 34th episode. Wow. It is launching on March 28th. That's just in a few weeks. So that's exciting. We want to show you all the things, take you to all the environments, look at the styles, and then look at the new artifacts before we wrap up. That sounds fun. Stick around. If not, see you next time.
No, still stick around.
We're
you
up.
have to stay here.
Well, I was only here for artifacts.
Yeah, okay. Well, so for those who do not know Nerd of Prey, what is
they know me.
The Justice League Dark?
The Justice League Dark. Well, when you've got a magical problem, who are you going to call?
The Justice League Dark?
Yes! He got it. They're a group from the comics that have been around off and on. They're actually really popular right now. They're actually led by Wonder Woman, which is not what we decided to do. Because,
currently.
Right, in the comics.
Yeah.
Currently, we're doing the more, about 10 years ago-ish. Constantine put together a team, essentially, to fight occult and dark evil. Everybody knows Constantine at this point. He's awesome. But he goes around and he gets people like Madame Xanadu, Zatanna, all of those great magic heroes in the comics, and puts them together to fight really weird magic things that the Justice League isn't necessarily capable of, understanding.
Right.
Frankly.
Understanding, yes. That's awesome. Okay. So you mentioned ours is a little bit different. Who's in our Justice League Dark?
Want to go through everybody?
Sure.
Okay. So Constantine, of course, is a big main lead guy on this. Zatanna is very important. You guys have seen the new models, but you'll see him again shortly. Etrigan's involved. Phantom Stranger's back. Dr. Fate, of course. A lot of this is very Lords of Order versus Lords of Chaos, which you guys have probably seen in the game before. It's a little bit of a harken back to like Hands of Fate and some launch content, because you're going to see some of the Chaos guys like Felix Faust. We're going to introduce a new Lord of Chaos. Did we already show people or talk about it yet?
I don't think so.
Mordru! So he's a big baddie from the Legion of Superheroes, but he's kind of an eternal presence. He's in the past, he's in the future, but he's like a big bad sorcerer dude. Tala's back. It's just essentially like a magic occult DC extravaganza. Essentially, awesome. We were just like, we haven't done enough magic, so let's just freaking go for it.
Awesome. All right. So that's Justice League Dark, folks. Let's jump into the game. Where are we?
I'm in a live stream.
Okay.
We're showing. This is the open world map, which is a section of Gotham. A lot of this is
Actually, I'm going to call an audible. Sorry.
You're going to call an audible?
This suit is too ugly. We're going to show a suit here.
Okay. Thank you.
Yay! Okay. Quickly, Megzilla, what is this suit?
This is the Argos suit, inspired by Steve Trevor.
That's correct.
Yay!
Good job. You passed the test.
Probably loud.
We'll show this. I was getting nervous.
I know. I was like,
I'd like to keep you on your toes.
That's right.
We do have a little bit of concept that Megzilla can speak to and explain.
That's a concept that was done.
Nailed it. Okay. What elements are we looking at here that's different?
Well, I mean, it's a whole new suit, kind of going more like sci-fi, tactical. This is pretty much straight from the comics, except for like his shoulders, and I think we gave him new boots. But I don't know which run of the comics he's from, but I know he's in there.
I think you could make a career out of inventing shoulder pads, because that's like big part of your job. Because we're like, Batman, but he needs shoulder pads.
And the back piece, which is totally different, if we want to show what that looks like. It's not here.
I've got it.
Oh, I guess it is. Okay.
It is here.
Jayhawk made it a lot better and made it make sense.
This makes total sense. What do you mean?
Yeah, so...
We'll look at the in-game final version.
right, so
But
here's
that might
what-
be a
here's
little
what
bit
it
of a
looks like back in
spoiler
there.
that we have a Steve Trevor inspired
Oh.
outfit. I forgot to
Yeah,
mention
that's a
he's
little bit.
not part of Justice League Dark, but the Black Room is a big part of the storylines.
And that was spoiled already, so you're fine.
And yeah. You guys saw the Argus screenshot.
So now you can look cool while being in the Argos Black Room. That's really why it was made.
I love the wings on the helmet. It's my favorite.
All right, so we'll go back to the styles later, and I'm gonna uninterrupt you, Earth of Prey, and you can continue explaining where we are in
I
the.
was ready for the styles already.
Oh, so this is oh man, I'm so happy about this. Okay, so Constantine puts the call out because magic and weird, almost said a bad word, is afoot in Gotham City. And what's happened is, I'm just going to go straight into it. The sky is torn in half, basically, and something's come through. And nobody knows what it is.
Oh yeah, something's come through. Can we see that?
It's
though?
from, like, another plane of existence.
a fearful plane.
A plane full of fear
Yes.
and monsters
Whoa!
and terrors and horrors.
Oh my
Whoa!
god!
There she is.
It has
It
no
is.
gender.
Okay.
It's genderless,
Okay.
and it's
Okay.
older than all of time.
Wow.
But that's creeping its way into Gotham, and Constantine's kind of like, I may need a little support on this one, you guys.
He doesn't want to go it alone.
So, no, he's not really interested in like just flying up there and trying to do that, or hitching a ride on Superman or anything like that. So a lot of it is this guy's basically, you'll find little like demons spawn little eggs and stuff all over the area, and a lot of the open world is going and finding out what it's hatching and laying all over the place.
Mystery.
Zatanna's just like, her response out here is basically like, I don't know, dude. Just I need you to go find out. This is weird. And out here, there's a little bit of different stuff for heroes and villains, because it starts out, they're both kind of freaked out by it, but they haven't yet come together on anything, because the Lords of Order are like, we can't let, like Dr. Fate's like, we can't let this tip in the balance of chaos. Meanwhile, Felix Faust is like, we can't let it tip in the balance of order. So at this point in the storyline, yeah, you like that.
She single-handedly did all the voice.
All of the voice acting was done by me.
It's just one take.
So it's kind of a push-pull thing. Villains are doing bad stuff, and heroes are doing good stuff out here. There's a couple iconics that kind of handle both, because they're like Zatanna's a good one. She's like, look, I know we have our differences, but I need to know what this is, and I think you want to know what it is too, so please go look. Oh, they're so creepy! There's one of them. Get a good close-up of their face. Oh, I don't think we'll see. It's pretty creepy.
Yeah,
That little-
Nerd of Prey came prepared.
I got. See, this was our inspiration. Was this creepy mask that I actually
That's
bought
not
in
true.
Hollywood? But no, it's not true at all. But they look so gross.
They are super disgusting.
I don't know if she has a dev name.
She doesn't.
No, I'm gonna call her.
Somebody made this,
I'm
though.
gonna say glitter. We'll say glitter.
Hey,
No, she has a dev name.
She likes glitter. Glitter made these disgusting faces, and I'm just so proud of her. I do want to point out to the person who said, why not Zoidberg, is how I pitched this to the team.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, that is.
That is actually true.
That is true.
But they're super gross. They're just gross. If you like gross things, you'll love these guys.
And they're just ripping through from this portal in the sky, right?
Yeah, they're coming through the portal. And there's little gooey things around and all those kind of fun investigation-y type things you'll need to do to unravel the truth of what's happening.
Sorry, I'm looking for the other NPCs that are super cool.
Did you see the thing on the ground there for a second?
Maybe not. Yes.
It wasn't that.
the other shiny thing.
Oh.
I think it was this
Yeah.
one. Yeah, right
Oh,
there.
this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like rituals and stuff are happening.
What's going on?
Like cool magic.
Should I just
It's
stand in the
magic.
middle and
Magic
see what
things.
happens?
It's getting all magic-y in here. I don't remember where they are, so don't
I know.
ask me.
They are. Oh, there we go. They're by the railroad. So here it is.
Something's happening.
More demons. Demons. It has an A.
Demons
It has an
spelled
A.
in the more eldritch, archaic way. But
Do you see all those demons getting coffee? The coffee shop?
Well,
Just getting ready for the day.
Oh, I see.
Oh my god, they're not here.
you think
Oh.
I'm so lost.
they come from a plane of caffeine?
Alright, we're gonna
right.
fly this way.
Yeah.
Look, we've been busy terrorizing Papa.
It's
It's
one
almost
long,
never
infinite night.
Oh, that's accurate.
Oh.
Well, I'm feeling.
This doesn't glow really good in bright lights.
Turn out the lights.
I'm sorry, you can't see
Oh, yeah,
this.
put it a little out back.
But this was supposed to look magical, but it really just looks like I'm at a basketball game. A basketball game.
We like sports.
Sports. The irony being I played like college level sports and said that. How embarrassing.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What's going on? We're just checking out.
There we go.
some business.
So we've got
I was
Critters!
beginning.
Yeah, there's lots of
they existed.
animals from there. We take a lot of the magical animals and they all have like weird, gross, cool effects on them.
these. There's harpies somewhere.
Oh yeah.
It's tricky.
But-
Yeah.
Oh, I like how your character actually eyeline went up to look at the cockatrice. But anyway.
Anyway,
There's
lots
a-
of scary stuff.
Lots and lots and lots of different kinds of monsters throughout the city and the content we're about to check out, stuff like that. Because it's about magic, sure, but it's more than that. Justice League Dark's about a certain type of magic
Dark magic.
stuff happening behind me. But it's very occult driven and really scary, hellish stuff. And we're doing the best we can with our T for Teen rating, but I wanted to have a very spooky feel to it. But then there's a surprise guest star who's not very spooky.
Oh.
Likes to blow bubbles and make jokes.
Hang on, we're going
What's
somewhere.
happening?
Not spoiling. That's for sure.
Oh,
We're going
There's another
somewhere.
word.
I have to not say words. So
Yeah, some of those.
stuff
There we
Some
go.
of those.
That's why I was
I
keeping
don't
my
know
mouth
what to
shut.
say.
Yeah.
Some of those monsters are really similar to some of the Greek monsters, but they have this like fear overlay on them because it's just so they're monsters.
Yeah.
We're like, we want more monsters.
Magic.
Let's get all the monsters in the game and unload them on people.
magic fantasy twist. You know, it's got a bunch of scary stuff going on.
Some of it is like so like classic Hollywood monsters.
So we are jumping
Oh, yeah.
into part of the duo here.
Woohoo!
This duo begins in the Oblivion Bar.
It does.
And stuff happens.
And I think we leaked a couple photos.
We did.
Of the
That was
Oblivion
actually
Bar.
the first one that
So-
we leaked was the...
So you get to go back to the Oblivion Bar. A little action happens there. You learn that. Should I just tell them like what's happening?
Sure.
You learn that Clarion has stolen, I believe, the 7 Scrolls of Shazam as a way to get into the Rock of Eternity. So we're kind of on his heels chasing him. So we actually get to go right away in the duo to the Rock of Eternity, which was so much fun to be a part of. And I think Just Ben did most of the work
Just Ben
on
was
this,
Laura.
and he's been wanting to do Rock of Eternity for a long time. So I mean, I'm really glad we were able to do it. Which is Shazam's, where the wizard Shazam, and the circle is. He's kind of dead right now, but
So I cleared out all the NPCs. We're not going to look at any fights or anything like that. We're just
Okay.
going to ogle the environment.
but the
My-
first fight is
my favorite
amazing.
boss is there.
Oh my god!
We,
Okay.
There was an issue, and I can't show it. So
Oh.
don't hate on me, folks. Don't.
The first boss fight in the
No
Rock of
hate.
Eternity is like life changing for some of us.
I think that's true.
It's amazing.
You should look forward to it.
Yeah.
Well,
It will be
some of us are stuck in our old life then.
in this room.
Ooh.
Do you want to explain what the Rock of Eternity is?
I thought I did.
Oh,
It's
I maybe
Shazam's
was
home
ignoring
base. It's where the wizard that gave him his power, who was looking for the greatest potential, human with the greatest potential, which turns out to be Billy Batson, apparently.
Sure.
Okay.
Wow.
To give them the power to protect the world from evil magic, which is why it made sense for him to come into this storyline here, because this is the greatest evil magic. So the Lords of Order and something we're calling the Fellowship of the Arcane, which includes Zatanna and Etrigan and a bunch of people, are looking to Shazam to basically be their warrior against the horrible, devouring god monster that's coming through the portal. A lot of this was inspired by certain comics. So if you read Justice League Dark, we're going to go to places. You're going to be like, oh, I know that. I remember when they did that in the comics. But it's mostly an original story because we wanted to combine so many different elements from the different stories because there were so many good ones. So this will be a complete, unique, unexpected thing with little touchstones from the books. Okay.
If we were in there, we could each grab a throne
And stand on it.
It'd be hard to get us all on camera.
Put the camera from the back.
There's cool symbols on is it on the chairs?
Yeah.
No,
Got a bigger
not on
room.
here. It's something else. I love the bolt. Fly up and look at the bolt. It's so cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
There it
Thank
is.
you. I think it looks awesome. I love
It
it.
does. It's very cool. It's a cool room. It's an iconic room.
I've always loved the Shazam logo. I'm glad that has basically stayed the same throughout the years. It's so recognizable.
Yeah.
It's like they somehow managed to make two characters with lightning bolts as their thing and then be so different. Good job, graphic designers.
I mean, the Superman emblem's always changing. You can't recognize it.
It has changed a lot. Have you seen some of those old ones?
The different shaped heads.
Okay, we're jumping into the alert now. The alert begins somewhere we're not going. Yeah, the alert begins in the Black Room, which you can see on Twitter if you want to go there. It's a cool Argos room.
You do.
Artifacts and stuff.
I was gonna say you do encounter somebody in there, Shazam, and then what you find out is this tomb got busted into. Sorry, I tell stories. That's what I do. The tomb got some tomb got busted into, and we just don't know what it is. And Shazam doesn't really either. And like I said, the wizard's actually dead right now in the comics. So we kind of with that same thing that we have this 15-year-old boy who's now like holder of the Rock of Eternity, one of the most powerful places in the universe, and he kind of doesn't know what's going on. So it's like you can imagine there's kind of like comic books over there, and he's like, dude, what are you doing to that tomb? You know, he's really trying. Billy's trying. Steve.
Hey,
All right.
we're all in uniform.
Ooh, I hope it looks better to them than
Yeah,
it does
no,
for
that's
us.
that's not how it looks.
Okay, good. It looks super
That's
blurry
me
on our
not
feed.
sucking down bandwidth.
Okay, fair enough. I am so happy Steve is
You
here.
guys happy?
Oh,
about
good
Steve?
Steve
Oh,
Charm.
matching.
So handsome.
I like the match.
I can see what Diana sees in him.
So he's cool. He's helping us out. He was angry at us to start, but now he's fine. He's cool. We are just going to look at the first cutscene here.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Gather
said,
around.
we're near
Before we go off to
Markovia.
Castle Bloodsucker
Looking for
and take
artifacts.
those lamps.
Good
The
job.
Order of Van Helsing used these to combat
Yeah,
creatures
so story-wise,
Probably pretty useful
Steve's
right about
helping
now.
us locate some
Always
powerful
wanted to
artifacts
get my
in
hands
a
on one of
village
these.
off Markovia.
Seems like my crew runs into
It
things that go
being
bump in the
familiar,
night
but
every
it's
time we
different.
leave the pub. Keep fueling these lamps with the right kind of petrol, and you'll be able to master its flames. Vamps and their kin have a thing against fire and light.
Yeah, I think Steve was talking over you.
Shut up, Steve!
No.
God.
No. So we're in a village. It looks familiar.
It's near Markovia. It looks familiar because it's similar to a place we've been to before, but it's different. It is quite different.
They're
'cause it's a
fascists still. Oh my god.
Oh.
Werewolves! Fascists! Not Nazis, but basically Nazi werewolves!
Tuesday.
Fascist vampire werewolf.
Yes.
Village. It's a nice tourist attraction.
Yeah, be sure to visit the gift shop on your way out. But it's a town that some of the Lords of Chaos have taken with some of the leftovers from a fascist regime, and they're essentially trying to like use science and magic to create terrible
Heads up,
things.
This is the current home of
Honestly, we're not even really there to stop them so much as to try to get some of the things that they've stolen from Argos. We just happen to stop them over
Diving
there.
into the unknown. Be ready for
Tala
anything.
has a big role.
Looking
in this
around,
It made
I
sense.
guess
She's
we're
such a
facing a master
sorceress
mage with
lady.
a penchant
Sorry,
for
they're talking
goth
again.
wankers
Yeah.
who worship her dark power. Tala. That That's quite a hunch, John. Also, I smell her perfume. She wears a posh.
Oh, that's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so gross. So gross.
So yeah. Anything else you want to add about the fascists?
What do you have to bleep it out or something? No, this is one of the more like straight up occult stories in the DLC, and I really, really, really like it. It's fun to see werewolves and vampires.
All right, now we're going to the first raid, Fellowship of the Arcane. Set us up. We're actually going to jump into the House of Mystery first.
Yay! So that's one of the places you've probably seen in the comics. So things aren't going super great, but they were able to get some pages of the Crime Bible, the Book of Lilith, and retrieve them from this group. Unfortunately, I believe they have the Mark of Cain, though. They got away with the Mark of Cain, which you may remember from the comics. It can kind of like control you and bend you towards evil. But Zatanna's she doesn't really think that we're headed in the right direction. She thinks John's being a little too cagey and secretive, and so she's actually going to call all of the Lords of Order and a bunch of magical people together, and the player and Batwoman, because she knows about the Crime Bible and has a vested interest, and she asks them to come to the House of Mystery so she can perform a ritual to try to take all the stuff we've learned so far and kind of divine out what that thing in the sky is and how we can stop it. So essentially we're showing up for a tea party.
Just Google it.
Just the House of Mystery.
The thing in the
No, Google. Yeah, don't Google like tentacle.
Okay, well.
Don't recommend that.
Safe.
Yeah,
You're like big purple. No, don't do that.
So we did a lot of work for this House of Mystery.
It's so pretty, and it makes me want to do a Scooby-Doo crossover, but I don't think we have the license to do it. So I just keep imagining them running through the doors. But the House of Mystery is really, really fun place to go and design because, like,
Just go here first.
Jack Frost had this map, and he essentially just was like, I'm going to do every crazy magic thing you can think of because this is the place to do it. So there's a lot of really, I want to say, like, it's like quirky, weird magic stuff. Because it's a house that is magic itself. That's when I would Google. It has a long history. I'm not even going to try to mystery history. Anyway, I'm not going to try to get into that right now. But it's John Constantine does eventually become like the owner of the house in the comics, and they use it as a base. Zatanna's kind of like horned in on it right now, though. But yeah, it's got libraries. It's one of those things. It's like it has whatever you want it to have. Kind of. It is a Harry Potter ceiling. It's not really Harry Potter.
Does it have snacks?
Of course it has snacks.
I depopped all the snacks.
Alright.
Sorry.
Trying to focus on what's important.
I did unsummon all of the
about snacks.
Yeah.
all of the NPCs. So we're just looking at the environment here. Not going to spoil any of the story, except there would be some people in this area down here
Doing magic, maybe like a ritual.
Let's do magic.
A ritual that doesn't go exactly as they expected.
Because that's magic.
So most of them were
Magic works.
And then you have to go find something in the house and go through all the rooms and anyway. I hate when I can't spoil stories, but the raid fight in this one is can't say it, but it's really neat. It requires a little bit of coordination for the more difficult versions of it, and I had a lot of fun with I'm trying to remember dev names. Red 5. We tag teamed some of the stuff you have to do in it. And it was amusing. I'll just put it that way.
Can we? Have you guys seen have we shown the Zatanna arts and stuff?
Well,
Oh
we
yeah,
should
look at
so.
that poster. It's so
We
cool.
should.
Oceans, what do you think of these?
I think they're beautiful.
Awesome.
Not helping this. Good job, Meg.
You know what's so funny? You know what I love with this is it's like matinees every day except Wednesday. You know why? Because it's New Comic Book Day.
Is that why?
No, I don't know why. I have no idea why. Just
So yeah, the House of Mystery has lots of mysteries in it. Oh, we're fine. But that's all we're going to show you.
That demon's cold.
Anything else we missed on the House of Mystery before we jump on?
lots and lots and lots of things that they'll have to find
I wish I
out.
brought a shirt.
It's so pretty.
Bad attitude demon.
Now we are jumping to, well, let's just go and show you. It makes more sense once we're there.
What are we talking
Still
about?
not glowing very bright.
Does the other one glow?
What is the purpose of your wand? Is it just magic? Is that what's going on?
This?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Obviously.
I don't have a purpose, except that I like to play with things. And this, it's more fun than this. So.
That looks pretty fun though.
Oh, I do have this. I can play this. My magic. Fire. There we go.
And now we have fire!
Actually, this is in my office, and the first time I brought it in, people kept running into my office. I'm like, oh my god, I thought something was on fire. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I guess. Why would you think that? But okay. But thanks for caring about me.
Now get out of my office.
Now get out!
It's not my
Limbo Town.
But, Limbo Town!
So that
They
should
are
give you an
talking.
idea of the culture. It's pretty much what you'd expect from a hidden
can't hear us.
underground town full of corrupted Puritan witches.
Puritans? Oh, they're going to love us. Let's move.
So where are we? Neuropray.
Dude,
Limbo Town! Yeah. So this is Clarion's hometown. Oh, I'm so happy we added him to the game so long ago and we never got to go to Limbo Town. It's such a really cool looking place. This is another Just Been
Clarion
creation.
brought
Look
those
at the little pilgrims and they have their little...
rafters, and now
Anyway.
more
Who are these folks?
So that's
They look friendly.
What are things coming
Croatoan's
to?
Clarion's whole backstory is, he's like, I'm not an emo pilgrim, but he basically is an emo pilgrim. That's also a witch boy. And so they're essentially like Roanoke, the lost colony of Roanoke that is, got like underground. It's like a weird cataclysmic kind of thing. And the Dark Sheeta, a magic thing in the DC Comics, kind of an evil dark magic. Kind of, I don't want to say corrupted them, but it influenced them over time. And they basically are like dark witch pilgrims. It's just, I don't know how to describe it beyond that, but so it's like this combination of weird Puritan values, but also witchcraft kind of thing.
Let's give them the
I
old
mean,
waffle.
I'm talking next.
The-
Okay, you're good.
But Clarion, like I've been saying, we've been chasing him and Felix Faust through a lot of this content, and Tala, and this was where we knew to go next. I don't want to spoil too much of the story, but we got a
How's
hint
it
that we
going?
need to go to
Not
Limbo Town.
great. And with this company,
And we're-
it's more like hell.
Oi! I'm standing right here.
There's lots of banter in this episode, which is
Yes, it's very character and story driven. John and Z have so much chemistry and such a backstory of on again, off again romance that we wanted to make sure we touched on that. That kind of like they love each other but they hate each other at the same time kind of thing. Mostly because John usually screws things up in the end and breaks everybody's hearts. And Batwoman and Zatanna kind of can relate on the level that John drives them both insane kind of thing. And that's what was happening right there. But yes, there's a lot of character stuff.
Anything else you want to add? Moving right along.
Yeah, let's go to the next. I could talk forever about every single encounter.
We're just gonna take a quick peek at this final raid, in which everything has gone perfectly. Nothing is wrong.
And that's the end.
You don't even need a
It
fight.
all went
Yeah.
well.
This
All your
is
efforts were not in vain.
this is like this is a thing. I'll just say it. It's a thing. In fact, see if I can pull it up. We were just playtesting
I was
this
just gonna say, is this what we were just
minutes ago,
Yes.
dying on?
and I was running around.
No,
Doing so
it went
well
fine.
on here.
Running around getting screenshots of people playing. I need to make sure that this is okay for everyone to see, but like, let me look at these names.
Uh-oh.
They're okay. They're okay. They're okay. But like, this is
What-
pretty much
what
how
are we
this
doing?
raid went.
I'm terrified.
Oh crap, I just closed my phone. God! It was so good until I ruined it! There we go. That's how it went. That's how the playtest went on some of it. They got squished!
All right, so where are we and what is going on?
So, Mordru was revealed in the last raid, and basically he got super powered up. He got real big because Mordru does that. That's the thing he does. Oh, he gets real big here. And he goes back to Gotham. And Clarion, I don't want to spoil it. Okay, I can't tell you too much. Anyway, Mordru's here. There's a giant tentacle monster here. As you can see, this is part of Gotham that's been just completely shattered. Just obliterated into a billion pieces. And the level is essentially, it's like a platformer.
Ooh, sorry.
It's like a platformer. You do have to jump from island to island. It's
no movement mode.
No movement mode. Oh, you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. But I love it. It is really fun. It makes my heart like do this when I'm playing it. But I have not. Well, that's not true. I've only missed a jump once in about 30 or 40 jumps. So it's not that hard.
But you do have to jump, which is what I learned.
You do.
My heart fills up every time I see a Var's health pool go down to 0. During
I
That
think
only
I had to be
happened
teleported.
once or 5 times.
A lot to me.
And you go from an island where you fight different Lords of Chaos. You fight Tala, Felix Faust, and then you face off against Mordru and something else.
So it's getting teleported.
But
Nobody got teleported. It was all legit.
I definitely didn't
So
teleport.
what happens if you fall off the edge, though?
you die.
Goodbye.
No, not you.
Oh my God.
You're on fire.
Bye.
I'm sorry. You get knocked out.
Right. You're fine.
And there are some checkpoints along the way and stuff like that. And that's stuff that we'll want to hear feedback from you guys on when you play it soon. But I've really enjoyed playing this one. This is one of the ones I've probably been the most like vocal and animated. Not, that's totally outside of my character, but a lot of screaming, a lot of squealing, and it's just kind of nerve-wracking, but very, very fun.
Yeah.
In fact, I thought it was funny. I was running around, and people are watching me play on the big screen, and I'm almost missed the jump, and they're like, "Ah!" And I'm like, I got this. I'm good.
That's great.
But watching people sitting next to me going, ah! It's so funny.
I play the smallest character and it always looks like I'm not going to make it. Just like,
Every time you're like, eh.
That's the idea. You should be terrified, right?
Oh, yeah, and did you want to mention one thing
Sure.
About this? There's a mechanic in this raid that's kind of new, and it's a madness meter, because obviously we're very inspired by eldritch horrors and all of the things.
you got it.
I got it.
Nailed it.
And that fear and that terror, that madness kind of thing that happens in stories like that. And that's what's happening here, is the longer you're in this world, in this realm, the more mad, the crazier you get. You're just going mad. You hear voices, things like that, and the bar is moving this way. And there's stuff you can do to and if you build it up, you can get stronger, but you risk essentially dying of madness. But you can do things. Being knocked out by madness, but you can also do things in the content to lower it. So you kind of have to try to find this happy spot where you're a little more powerful, but not getting knocked out. So it's a new thing. It was a mill barge special. So.
All right. Those are the environments.
Yeah.
Everybody happy?
So many cool new places.
Super happy.
So many good memories on that last one. Really
She's like,
explored the
"Good
seaplane.
memories."
Where did I? Yeah, it was good.
It was fun.
So sorry.
All
I
right.
know it's fun.
So we are going to talk styles now, and then we're going to talk artifacts with the tuba and the Ver. We already showed you this Argos suit. I've been showing you the whole time. This is the standard version, which comes from the event vendor.
Argos. I like it because I play gadgets.
Why is there a big ice cream cone in the background?
So scary. Frosty. soft serve.
They're all lined up. They're like, I'm getting ice cream. What did we invade this place
That's
for?
what they came here for. Froyo.
Yeah.
It's chaotic. You don't know what flavor you're getting.
Yeah.
If you're lactose intolerant, it's always going to be chaotic.
It's true.
In the bathroom, goodbye.
Well, this was fun.
I'll stop.
It's very appropriate.
All right.
Lifestyle.
You were
All
prepared.
right. Now we're cool on the
Too
roof.
real.
It's too real. This is almond milk.
Let's show the enhanced Argos suit, which comes in the owner reward boxes at the end of combat.
so freaking shiny.
Cool.
I went with the similar color except brighter.
Cool.
You can tell it's more powerful because it ripples.
Right. It's
So,
got
like-
shinies.
It's definitely sci-fi.
So what you're saying is if I make this suit cyan,
Oh
I'll
my
have
gosh.
like cyan digital stuff moving across.
That is true.
That sounds great.
Is that somebody's favorite
Why'd you
color?
look at me? Because I never give you cyan stuff.
Least favorite color.
Reminds me of the iconic suit.
Oh yeah, from Titans. Yeah.
We can definitely change the color.
I have a suggestion for color. Oh wait, you figured it out.
What is your suggestion? Cyan?
Yeah. No. How many is a little bit more
I know,
green?
that's weird.
Just a little more green.
A little more green?
Teeny bit. Yeah. That's probably not cyan, but it's close enough. Oh yeah. Nice big gun you got there.
Thanks. You can shoot it.
Oh my gosh.
Ted's invited us to the gun show. I'm sorry.
How much are you gonna have to edit this? Oh, is this live?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
is
still
this
live.
live?
All right. Vendor gear. Standard vendor gear coming up. Ready?
Yep, ready.
Do it!
Let's do it.
Do
The
it!
button.
Should we do concept first or the gear first?
Oh,
Gear first.
oh.
Gear first. Okay, gear first.
Or concept. Okay.
No, you were excited about gear first. So this
Strong
is
opinion.
Yeah, I know. I just want to see it.
Magzilla. Who's this inspired by?
Oh my gosh, this is our Etrigan suit, and I'm so excited. This was like concepted 5,000 years ago.
Wow.
And it's finally here.
1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
When Etrigan
Yeah.
The dawn of time.
I love this cape. It's insane.
It's so cool. It has like extra folds painted into it, and it's like super tattered. I know we already
Yeah.
have a tattered cape, but this one's all like,
Oh, yeah,
bro,
that's-
this is tattered.
It's busted.
Extra
It's,
tech.
we should have just called it busted.
busted capes. It is so. I love it. It looks just.
You guys make
Gnarled.
busted capes.
I think it's more like gnarly, and it's got the collar, iconic Etrigan collar, and everything. It is like you can make your own like vampire lord or lady in this. I'm so excited about chainmail that I'm wearing chainmail today.
Whoa.
That's
Did Red
nice.
5 make all the gear pieces rhyme? Do you know the style and the gear piece rhyme?
Oh, I don't know.
knowing him, probably.
Probably.
If he
Yeah.
didn't,
I have to see now.
missed
I'm,
opportunity.
there's still
Etrigan,
time.
the rhyming demon, which I'm so glad I would never have had to write Etrigan.
I still have a big gun, which is going to go on
Oh, I like the other side of the cape. I like the double side.
the underneath.
Yep. Oh, what? You look different. Oh, okay. Shadows.
It has shadows.
Shadows, guys.
Light is a thing.
Yeah, that's cool looking.
Yeah, and there's like the loincloth moves in both the front and the back, so it's billowy and busted.
I know. I love all of the physics.
It's very Etrigan.
He loves a good breeze.
Here's what
guy.
that looked like
Oh yeah,
at some point in the process.
It was so long
When was that?
ago.
5,000 years ago.
5,000 years ago,
I don't even remember. How long ago was that?
at least. Actually, like at least 2 years is when I started it. Didn't get to finishing probably until a year ago. I don't know. It's been sitting around.
You're slow.
I know.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
We would do
Wow.
different
I know.
things. Whenever it's a lot of times a lot of these suits do come up with the like, what should we do? What would be cool? And you just start concepting things early. Like the Donna Troy was a good one that you gave name to do.
Oh,
The Donna Troy.
I don't
It's
know
okay.
if we gave
The
her
intern.
a temporary dead
Name.
name.
Anyhow, our intern.
Our intern.
You know, so we'll start concepting sometimes way in advance because we know we want to do it eventually. She's not slow. Not at all.
Just took me that long to do it.
2 years.
I like the boots.
I handcrafted every
You like the boots?
chainmail
Boots.
scale.
They're legit.
Oh, I love the toe. It's got like a little armor point. Tink, tink.
And I
It's a good
don't know
ornament.
if we can see it in
Thank
our
you.
color channels, but it has like detail like on the helmet, and I'm pretty sure on the gloves and the boots, but it's all like ornate and decorated.
Pretty.
It's super cool.
With horns.
It's very almost like gothic.
Yeah.
Almost like gothic.
Almost like
Not
Gothic.
quite.
That's
Weird
the technical
busted.
term. All right, here's the enhanced version of that, which comes out of the Elite.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, look at it.
So shiny.
It's like molten burning effect on it is so cool.
Yeah, it makes the ornate parts really stand out. Which
Oh yeah,
is
look at
awesome.
that on the wrist.
Yep.
That's sweet.
Edges of the cape and stuff.
Yeah, I think he doesn't have a dev name, but
He doesn't.
I think the guy
Someone
that
else.
made this, the lead character guy, was he wanted to, because since he's Etrigan's from basically hell, he wanted to work in that like almost like lava heat moving through, like the metal's heated up. So I dig it.
Yeah. Especially the edges of the cape.
It's almost like
Very Old Testament.
heat.
It's almost like
It's
almost
warm
like
and toasty.
If there's a word
Gothic.
for it, it's hot.
It's so hot.
Very descriptive.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this suit.
Like warm, but more.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, that's it. I think that's about sums it up.
You're excited because it's
warm. Mhm.
We're good with words.
I like how we finish each other's
Snacks.
Sandwiches.
Oh no, that
Apparently
means
I didn't eat
Frozen
it.
references.
I'm the villain
Yeah.
from Frozen. That's great.
just some color options. All right.
Are you gonna invite us back next time?
Yes.
A bit of a mess. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, makes sense.
There's.
I'm just not gonna come.
I really do wish we could show them Shazam.
You want to show him Shazam?
Just the guy,
Shazam?
Billy.
Well, here I will find Shazam
Okay.
while we move on to talking about the OP. Oh, my inventory is so destroyed.
Yeah, because
Hang on.
there's some new models that we have not shown, but I guess we can always show them later.
I can't have my inventory distracting everybody.
Don't worry, they're excited because Carp just told them he fixed a bug with the color changing palette on it with the mouse.
I was very
Yes.
excited.
Good job, Cart.
Do you know
Thanks,
what's
Carp.
sad is when he told me what it was, I was like, oh yeah, that is janky.
I thought it was only happening to me.
Okay,
That's amazing.
Aver or Batuba, who wants to explain the OP item?
Oh man. Let me see if I remember all.
1,
of the
2, 3, not
stuff.
it.
Okay, so really we should have had a guest star, but that's okay. So
Who do you need?
we need Red 5 up in here.
Red 5.
What
I can go trade with
you
him.
see?
It's gonna be
Oh.
delayed.
This is Rogue 2, Red 5. Do you copy?
I'm like
Do you-
useless.
Red 5.
He'll be here momentarily.
He'll be here shortly, but yeah.
Pink
So
5.
one of the things we've been listening to feedback about the nature or the way that you. What are you guys giggling about?
Nothing.
About the way the OP items are gotten, and so we're trying to make it a little more interactive, a little more exciting, and have a little bit more impact as you play through right now. So currently, you use collections, or we use collections. They're dropped, and it's quite random. But this is a much more integrated approach that you should be able to kind of see progress. Okay, where you can
Here he
see
is.
progress as you
Thanks,
go.
Oceans.
Oh, here he's coming. Surprise dance off.
Fine. You're trading
Hi.
with me.
The-
I felt a disturbance in the force.
Oh, that's
Wrong idea.
So
not
this
already.
idea.
Yeah.
Wrong idea.
The Red 5 is
Lost in
here
Oceans.
to explain the special stuff about the new OP item.
Yeah, I don't remember any of it, so
Oh,
we're gonna
snaps.
make it up as we get. No, I'm just kidding.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
Just kidding.
Bring on
What
the
are you
attack.
guys here for?
Who's our
at this
second
point?
guest star?
So what would you like to know?
What
Everything.
is it? I just explained why we made changes. Now it's time to explain what the changes are.
Right. So we wanted to do something different this time with the OP items. So we were looking at trying to make something more narrative, something that more ties in with what the item is. Have you guys revealed what the item is yet? It's
We have
It's
a-
on
a-
the screen. Yes.
But we haven't put it on
Tools.
or anything like that.
Tattered Chaos Lord's Cloak of Omnipotence. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So as part of the storyline, you fight some people, and some of them might be wearing things that are really great.
So we
And-
beat people up and steal their clothes?
yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
that's
I live
an
my
MMO.
life. It's where
We
I-
steal their essences, right?
Yeah.
They're still-
So at some point, you will find the first item listed here, your tattered cloak, and you're like, well, this seems really great. It seems like it once was a really fantastic piece of gear, and it has the potential to be that again. And so you might want to try to restore it. So,
How do you do that?
well, if you see here the tooltip, it should tell you exactly what to do, more or less. You use Chaos Essence to restore the cloak.
You just needed to read it. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I told you I didn't remember.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be here after you get through this.
Spoilers.
Oh, spoilers.
No!
Well, you guys probably should just thought this through a little.
I know.
Just scroll down. Just take them off screen.
We're not here for your critique.
Oh, there we go. This is how you level up your stuff. Oh, yeah, look at that. So it looks like all it really needs at this point is some Chaos Essence.
I have.
You've been busy.
That's cool.
Great
I've
job
been farming
taking down the Forces of Chaos
Yeah.
and collecting their essence. So once you've acquired this, and if you actually hover over those, they should tell you where to go to get them. So the very specific places.
If you have them already, you can find them.
Yes.
You
So
can find
once
more.
you've reached that step, you'll continue to locate them.
All right. So then, what comes out of this? What is this?
So it looks like this is a multi-step ritual. So
Okay.
the first part here is the ritual of mending. So that once you break through this and fortify it up to prepare the tattered cloak for the next step, then it'll be ready to perform the ritual. So go ahead and break through.
Do that.
Does this require experience items?
It does not. It's just the chaos essence
Cool.
in various forms. Okay, so go back to your inventory, and now it should be ready to do the dark ritual. So go ahead.
Ready?
Let's do it.
You can only do this once.
Do you want to continue with your
It works.
ritual?
Oh, it worked. Just kidding. It
That was close.
It was
Yeah.
not scary.
Cool.
So we got some cool stuff.
Yeah, it looks like it released some other
Look at the
useful
creepy
items.
little
but
evil
mostly-
exobite.
And now it's one step closer to what is going to be an amazing item. Have they seen it yet?
No.
No, we're gonna do that in just a moment. So just I know spoilers again. So now it's at stage 2.
Yes.
And
So
you
now
need
it's a
these
better-
other essences.
Right. So you have some more other stuff to hunt down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically,
it's basically we're still keeping that idea of you're collecting things, but you're actually getting to see progress over time. Other than I just got the thing and it went off into an inventory.
Plus, you get to do
somewhere.
magical rituals.
And
One of the things I wanted
Flavor.
to do, like previously to get OP items, you would have to do a collection. The collections are great, but we've done them. And I feel like they're kind of, they don't do a great job of letting people know what's out there. Like a lot of players might not know, oh, there's an OP item that you can get, and it looks great, and this is how you get it. And I was hoping that this would be easier for people to know what to do to get something amazing.
Yeah,
because
this-
I like to make plans.
this cape is amazing.
Oh
and
man,
I wish
got a
those.
bunch of
Oh,
Yeah.
are you wearing it now?
Yes.
I am wearing it now.
Okay,
It's
so great.
it's Mordru's cape. It's freaking badass.
So we had something else that was going to go as the OP item, and I saw this cape in early stages, and I was like, "Hey, SJ, I think I kicked down your door of your office and like barged in." I was like, "SJ, more juice cape," and you're like, "What?"
And like, so I want to point something out. A lot of people are really worried that this is just for a money thing. No, this isn't any harder to get than any OP item. You just actually get to progress as you're playing through and see this thing grow over time instead of, again, having nothing until the very end.
Yeah, so there's again, I want to reinforce. There's no experience items or anything like that. And
Yeah.
it's basically it's a very similar process, but our main focus is trying to make it more obvious how to do it and what's next.
Yeah, seriously, don't worry about it. This is just to grow stronger as you play the content.
There's also no fail chance to break through.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about dark rituals I found.
You can't
They
fail.
always, they always do
I
something.
succeeded in every one.
They always know
Story.
it's planned.
Yeah.
But yeah, try it out, and we want to hear feedback. This is meant to be, as cool as any OP item, except way cooler because I like it a lot better. Red 5
And
did
it's
a
a
good
pretty-
job.
Pretty freaking cool style.
Yeah, it is. All the little bits floating around.
It's like 4 capes in one, really.
Whenever I wear a cape, I wear 4 capes.
Right.
That's the way to go. Yeah.
Way too cool for just
For
one
sure.
cape.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, you're not gonna fail.
There was a request earlier to learn about Shazam.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
Yes!
to see Shazam.
I'm gonna show him off.
So
I'm gonna whine about it.
I'll find a
Apparently,
good spot.
this is one of Jayhawk's new babies.
Is he going to appear like in a lightning bolt?
I don't think so.
Can you?
I'm just gonna be happy if he appears.
You'll be there.
Perfect. Thanks.
There he is.
Oh, where's he
Oh,
going?
there you go.
Oh.
He was eager. He wanted
Yeah.
to fly
He
right
wanted to
at the
say hi.
screen.
He's like, they're demons here, guys.
He's
Yeah.
so cool looking. Obviously, we have updated and modernized Shazam. I really wanted him to be a big part of this episode. Obviously, he's a big part of the DC universe right now. And so we wanted to make him look just awesome. And
we
he
need
does.
more smirking characters, too.
It's
Yeah.
true.
He
Yes,
does that.
true.
He's
He's
got that
smile.
smirk down.
Accurate.
It's just like, yeah.
Raised eyebrows.
Yep.
But I love his chin dimple. It's so cute.
Yep.
He does the smirk and the eyebrow on the same side. I usually mix it up. It's usually left smirk, right eyebrow.
Not all of us have that level of facial control, though.
I can only do the one raised eyebrow. I can't do like the other one.
You can't raise both of your eyebrows at the same time? Is that what you just said?
Independently. It's just one at a time. It was
I
just
see.
this one or both.
Yeah,
Question
Michael's
from
never surprised.
question from chat.
I'm sorry.
Are these models replacing Shazam everywhere?
Yes, absolutely.
Same with
But just in our
Constantine.
I know.
Yes, Constantine Zatanna should
We're gonna
look
find you now.
amazing everywhere in the game. So, in fact, I believe Zatanna's Star Sapphire version got an update also.
Nice.
So,
True story.
That's
or amethyst infused, or whatever. But Star Sapphire, let's just say it.
All right, we have some collection items that I am just going to pop on and see what happens.
I'm so happy that we got to do Justice League Dark finally.
We like capes.
Capes are cool.
We like capes.
Capes.
I like boots
There
right
are many
now.
capes.
Oh.
What are these
You
boots?
should go stand next to
Oh
Dr. Fate
yeah.
over there. Compare capes.
We're talking about boots now, guys.
Well,
Some
no,
kicks
we
and
can
boots
we
and
can
kicks and
compare
boots and
capes
kicks.
if you want.
I always start at the top and work my way down. So.
Oh, I see.
Wow.
What's special about this cape? What is it?
This is the Naboo's chosen cape, so it is modeled after Dr. Fate's cape.
It has a nice
It
little
has a
collar.
collar to it, if
It's-
people can't tell.
Yeah, you just pop it.
You've just embarrassed him. You're both wearing the same thing.
He's like,
Yeah.
another one.
Stop trying to be me.
Is that
We're also wearing his
your-
belt. So
We are wearing his
nice.
belt.
yeah,
although
it's kind of
pretty hard to
it's
see.
covered by your
Loincloth
loincloth.
there,
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, but if you hadn't seen it, Fate got an update also.
Oh, yeah, Fate looks
we're
awesome.
trying to hit characters we think need it the most over time because they deserve it. Their looks have changed. Some of them become like more defined and more iconic. New versions of things, like the Batwoman update, was very necessary.
Very
It
necessary.
was very, very, very necessary. So there you go, little Fate belt.
Oh,
It's like a fake
there
belt.
it is.
Oh,
So,
Where'd it
there's a
go?
belt.
It's an
collection.
invisible belt with a big
Collection
button.
items here.
Collections.
All right. I know I spoiled a little bit of it, but let's jump to the artifacts. Batuba, this is your moment.
Yeah.
Your one shot. Do not miss your
You're
chance.
one.
Wow,
Wow,
like,
one
are you really
shot.
going there?
Don't
I guess so.
throw away your shot.
I don't know. Okay. All right. How do you want to do this? You tell me. I've got all of them. Which one do you want
Do
to
you
do
want to
first?
sit here? Would that be helpful?
No, I mean.
Oh, I did forget the emblems. We'll do the emblems later.
All right, so from left to right, I guess.
down.
We'll just
Yeah,
start.
Okay.
So we have 4 artifacts coming out. We have kind of go over them briefly. This one is like a trinket style artifact similar to the Dead King Scepter, but this one will be for supply drops. This one's called the Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's Stone has a long history in the DC universe, going back to the days of like Merlin and stuff like that. So it's a highly sought after artifact through the ages. And Magzilla
Whoops,
here.
wrong button. Sorry.
Wow.
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 Don't look at that!
My
Don't
one
look at that!
shot.
Well,
Yeah, you ruined it, Batuba.
This is the story of my life.
there goes your scholarship. Please college.
Magzilla made some awesome, as you can see, some awesome icons. So basically, this one, what it'll do is make it to where instead, we're playing around with the concept, which is you give a little and you get a lot back in return. So with this artifact,
It's beautiful.
I know. The supply drops normally give you like a power regen on top of everything else that it does, like a might buff. It gives a health regen. But instead of giving you a power regen back, you get free casting instead. So unlimited casting, just superpowers, not supercharges. But you get unlimited casting for a period of time. Also, at a higher rank, we increase the field by 200%. So it's much easier to get to these supply drops without having, to risk yourself if the supply drop is badly placed or something. It's much easier to see. It's actually got a really cool animation too, as well. I think.
Are you gonna show it?
Do you have a...
Do you have a
Sure.
supply drop?
So
I
something-
don't.
Oh, sad face. So
We need
Man.
to.
Do you have a
Yeah.
dispenser in your base?
We can.
Yeah.
No, we can get back to it.
yeah, we can do that.
But it looks really cool.
Something that I kind of want to point out, right, is that we're actually exploring a lot of different areas for different kinds of bonuses that we can give. And right now we have a significant amount of power regen in the game, but we also have a number of really high power consuming abilities and builds and stuff like that. And so, we're looking at different ways to kind of leverage that to help people play differently if they choose. And so, having no power on any of your abilities for some amount of time may not work for people that can regen or that have lots of controllers or whatever, stuff like that. But it's super useful. It combos well with the Orb of Orion. And so there's kind of stuff that we're building in and then we're going to build on over time that will make this stand out maybe more than it does. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I see somebody said artifact pets next, I think.
What?
What? Somebody knows something? Spoilers. So the next one is the Grimorium Verum, which is an artifact that Constantine has had in his possession in the past, which is basically to summon demons. And in this case, you're summoning a demon from the void that will be fighting by your side. This is an artifact for both precision DPS and for might DPS. As you can see, it gives both to precision and might. The interesting, apart from just doing damage with you while you're in combat, you can have other pets out at the same time, so it's not going to take up your pet slot. It'll also cast a power interaction for you. So if you're fire, it'll put your enemies in a burning state. So what this essentially does, it opens up your loadout. So if you had a power interaction on your loadout, you can replace that with maybe a harder hitting ability that hits harder when enemies are burning. So this hopefully will let you have more options for your player loadout.
Can we show the pet?
This one would be a really cool one to show.
It's a Void Gazer.
It's a Void Gazer.
Does his?
I call him Blinky.
He's cute.
If you want, just attack an enemy.
Yeah.
I call him Shifty.
Shazam still
Shifty.
Shifty.
Shazam
He
is
does,
still here.
yeah.
Shazam's not an enemy. Red 5.
Depends on who you work for, I guess.
It's not our enemy.
The cool thing is, this Void Gazer will always stay at a good distance away from your target, and so then you won't have a lot of issues colliding or running into it.
Whoop, from the void.
Oh,
So it comes
look
in
at
through the
it.
void.
Oh my gosh.
He's a good boy.
Oh my god.
You chose the
you're
most
so-
chaotic.
That poor little void gazer.
It doesn't heal
I attacked the first thing I saw. It was a mistake. Sorry.
Wow.
Attack him again, so
It was a hot mess.
like warm.
Yeah.
Like almost like warm.
Like
Just a little warmer
gear.
than warm though.
So a couple of things
he's
to
like, we're
note.
Okay.
He just
Wow.
the dude was like, "Get serious, guys."
This is my one moment.
Yeah.
His one shot. Oh, when he said one shot, he meant for himself when he gets one shotted. It's actually more like 50 shots. You got wrecked.
All right.
So what happens when can the pet die?
It can die, but it'll come right back. You see, so it comes in through a little portal from the void, and it'll sit there attacking your target. It'll teleport around. It's got a lot of really cool options to it.
Blinky did
He's
that right.
kiting.
He said it.
Blinky's awesome.
I have a question. Is it the same pet that just keeps coming back?
Well, I guess.
I mean,
for me, it's always Blinky in my heart. You know, but
Next question: does he feel pain?
Yeah.
Where are you going with this?
Yes, he does.
No, I'm just sad.
I'm trying to get a good image of
That's a
it.
lot.
Yeah, he's
His eye is the best, but he's shifty. You're right.
Yep,
Yeah,
shifty eye.
Oh,
Yeah.
he doesn't want to look at you.
he's shy.
Well, he knows that if you look him straight in the eye, you'll die.
Right.
That's him to avoid that.
That's why he looks away. He's like, I'm sorry.
It's an Easter egg.
Sorry,
Everyone
dude.
is
I'm
trying
so
to find
sorry.
All right.
Very cool.
But yeah, it's a
Moving on.
pet.
it. Good job, Blinky.
Good job, Blinky. You did good. You say now he leaves.
He's like,
Good
"Ah."
job. Good job.
He drops the tactical microphone.
Yeah.
We
Mic
have
drop.
2 more
All right.
artifacts.
All right. So this next one is a very interesting one. It's a tanking artifact. So this is, how would you say? Okay. So basically, what's going to happen is this artifact. You're going to get a defensive bonus by having enemies hitting you within a certain radius. I believe it's a 5 yard
yards,
radius around you. And the more enemies you're hitting you, the more defensive buff you're going to get.
It does cap
So
out,
he
though.
should-
right?
It does cap out at 5 targets maximum. So you will be getting a maximum of 15% defense boost through this. So it's really great for having lots of ads around you. You'll also receive 10% more healing. Of course, all these numbers are subject to change during testing.
Oh, I forgot to disclaimer that. Yeah.
Just disclaimer.
Yep.
But so you get a healing received bonus through this artifact, and at the very final rank, you have a little heal proc to whenever you get hit on a 1 second cooldown, you'll get like a little miniature heal back. So the heal is not really meant to heal your health bar up. It's like another form of mitigation in this case.
Can you put it on Blinky?
I cannot put it on Blinky, but Blinky will be back.
He'll be back.
This would really help you earlier, Maps, whenever you're getting pwned by all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
That's a good idea for later. Artifacts for
Yeah, that'd be
pets.
good.
Oh my gosh.
So,
It'll never end. It'll just
It'll never
more,
end.
more.
What we're trying to do here is, if you remember the shackles, those help with getting one shot, and this helps with having swarms. And so we're kind of exploring different areas for tanks to shore up some weaknesses and help you be stronger in different situations. And so.
You can always show the effects too. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
pop
the
it
effects.
on and go get
Can't
hit by
see
an
us
enemy.
anymore.
All right.
I'm so sad.
What?
They can't see our reaction faces.
Oh, yeah.
As Batuba is talking, and we're like,
I know, but they want to see the tooltips.
Ocean's did a really great
Okay.
job making all these effects.
There it is.
that
Blinky. No,
Ta-da!
you have to get in melee range. And make sure you're getting hit.
There you go.
Attaboy.
There,
Boom.
there it is.
What are those?
So what's nice about this effects is that your shield bubble won't be really covering it. You'll be able to see that you're getting the benefit.
Because it's low.
Yeah, which is one of the feedbacks we got from Manacles of Force, that people love the shackles, but it was just very hard to see with all the different effects that was going on. So hopefully this should help out. And sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say that the cross is a symbol from the comics that gives power.
I haven't even said the name of the artifact yet. So this is the mystic symbol of the 7. Ooh, late. But so once you have max rank, there will also be an additional effects that are going around the symbols, so you'll know that you're getting the maximum benefit. Our last artifact is a controller artifact, and this kind of goes back to what we were saying before, which you kind of give and take with certain abilities. So what this will do is, this is called the Claw of Aklund.
It's super gross.
Can you tell us the story?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
story. We'll
I
do
knew
that
you were gonna
after.
get
We'll
into
do that
it.
after the effects.
Okay. So basically, what this is the controller's weapon, group weapon buff, the one that also gives like a burst of power back. You'll be sacrificing that burst of power, but instead you'll also, aside from just giving a precision buff to all your allies, to 3 other allies and yourself, you'll be also giving might, you'll be giving dominance, and you'll be giving restoration. And you'll be sacrificing that burst of power, but to kind of supplement that, what we're giving, you'll also be getting 20% more regeneration of your power. You'll be like the group power will be get 20% more effective. Also, the more people you buff, the more vitality you'll be getting back. So right now it's set up to 3% vitality per person you're buffing in your group.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an interesting new concept. So you're going to essentially, the more people you're buffing with this, the more your powerful your passive regeneration will become for everyone. What else do we have?
So the controller role has a number of things that it does, and so in this particular area, we're looking to obviously help the buffing portion. And so thus far, you have crowd control, power healing, buffing, and debuffing. And so this one obviously helps swap, some of the power healing portion for buffing if you so choose. And I think that these buffs are substantial as far as stats go, and they stack right with pretty much all the stuff. Is that correct?
Define
Like, like the Compound Omega, etc., like that kind of stuff?
Yeah. So,
it's a new source of stats that is not accessible elsewhere.
correct.
Is my point here.
And what's also cool about this is you'll get a visual cue for how many people you've buffed. And at max rank, instead of just affecting 3 others and yourself, you'll affect your entire party. So you'll only have to really cast this once every 12 seconds, because that's how long the buff lasts. And freeing you up to do other abilities, which is essentially what we're trying to do, is create new kinds of gameplay for players. So I'm guessing you're not a controller.
I'm not.
Okay,
Oh,
so
nailed it.
basically, nailed it. Basically, you're going to start growing amber off your body, because the Claw of Aelkun basically is the shard of amber that contained the essence of Swamp Thing for millennia. And so it's basically you're absorbing some of that power and redistributing it to your allies. And the more people you buff, the more amber that starts appearing on your body.
Cool.
So essentially at low amounts, like if you're just buffing yourself or one other ally, you'll get amber coming off your legs. And by the end, if you're buffing your entire party, you'll have amber coming out the ears, the head.
This is the one that you.
There's a little bit of an exaggeration there.
More amber.
This is the one that you rejected my suggestion for the name for its power, right?
Which one?
Dino, DNA.
Yes.
Yeah, they shot that right down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, now it's immortalized forever on the
I
internet.
told you we should never speak of this again.
We said not to repeat. No.
We missed 2
Copyright
emblems
issues or
earlier,
something.
and here they are. We've got
Argos.
and enhanced Argos.
In case you're into Steve Trevor.
It's a good idea to wear the organization that you work for, their icon out in public.
That's true. That's a good idea. Okay, so that's Justice League Dark. Thank you, Batuba, for that artifact. One thing.
One more thing.
Yeah.
2 more things. First, so if you have 2 controllers in your party with that artifact, one with the artifact and one without, the one without is still giving out that power boost. So it's not, you don't have to only have one controller in your group. And secondly, due to popular demand now on the there's a vendor on the PC test vendor in the future that's gonna have every single artifact on that vendor, and it's a one package contains all, so it'll have all the catalyst, everything in one little package, including all the artifacts. So be for easy testing.
Awesome.
Making it real easy.
That is popular.
I am really judging your color choices right now.
Well, you're right.
I think it looks great, Maps.
And I had to call it out.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah! Back to the cool digital stuff.
All right, so that is Justice League Dark. Coming to you March 28th. We've got Shattered Gotham, we've got Chaos Gotham, which we're in. We've got the Rock of Eternity and the Oblivion Bar. We've got the Darkness Rising, Black Room and Village. We've got the House of Mystery in Limbo Town, and then we've got Shattered Gotham, where everybody's gonna die.
So much.
Get knocked out.
Get knocked out. Sorry.
Knocked off.
I don't know how you get back up, but it doesn't matter.
Chumbawamba,
Got
Just
Tetragang gear styles. We've got
Back up.
Argus gear styles. We've got some awesome collections. We got a new way to deliver the OP item and that awesome cape, and we've got 4 new artifacts that should help differentiate your builds and how you play. Anybody else? Did I miss anything?
I saw you have the lamp in your inventory. But
Oh yeah, do you want to talk about that real
You can
quick?
if you want to. That was something from.
I was thinking nobody knew actually what it did, so I wasn't gonna.
Oh,
It does
it's
stuff.
Yeah, no, it's you get it in the alert,
Yeah.
and it's called the Van Helsing lamp of Van Helsing. Basically, once you get it from Steve Trevor, he gives it to you. He's your close personal friends, obviously. You start acquiring.
Well, I am.
It doesn't match the rest of his decor. He's like, you got it.
Yeah, he's like, this is a go with my sweet finish the fight outfit. You start collecting otherworldly essence to put in it, and when it's ready, you can pull magic spells out to use in the alert and give you an edge.
It's like the
It's
lamp.
super cool. Yeah, it's, you were prepared to talk about it.
Yeah.
That was part of the pitch, actually.
Take the
We walked into her office and saw it on our desk and we're like,
It's
that.
panic mind now.
That's it.
I started voice acting. I might
I
as
know,
well
right?
start
The whole production's right here.
acting.
So thank you for tuning in. Thank you, all of you, for stopping by. I know you guys are busy. Justice League Dark, again, launching the 28th and on test soon, as soon as possible. We will let you know. Stay tuned to our forums and social. You will not miss the announcement when it is available on test for testing.
And we'll try to get a picture of Blinky out there.
we got some good action shots of Blinky. But yeah, we'll get some more shots out. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.
Thanks. I just have to rename it Blinky.